welcome to my channel. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. This is your uncle, the only uncle in town. So today, guys, I come in with a very interesting topic. I'm going to answer some of the questions that my viewers have been asking me. They've been asking me to tell me more about America. What is it that I've learned? What's the difference where I come from and America? To be honest with you, there's so much. So guys, if you have popcorns, take some popcorns. If you have some groundnuts, start chewing some of the groundnuts whilst I'm telling you what I have learned in my time in the US. So America has taught me so much. I've learned so much in the US. Guys, to be honest with you, it was something that I will never ever regret. It's something that every single time I appreciate this nation because my mindset is very different. So first and foremost, one thing that I have learned much is about the moment I step in the US, I realize that everyone else is busy. This is a place where people are so busy than anything else. You find people are trekking to work, they are eating. You find that people, they only have 30 minutes to get a break. But where I come from, people, they'll go to work, they give them 1 straight hour. They say they've gone for lunch. Chinegeo, 1 straight hour. Some of them, when they go for lunch, they don't even come back. They'll just leave a jacket in the office until they'll show up again tomorrow morning. So you can imagine here, you are only given half an hour. You have to make sure that you warm your food, you eat fast, and return back to work. That's the difference. That's the first thing, guys, that have seen a difference here in the US. Where we come from, I don't even know, either because you got independence, because you are good to say we are independent. So you got independence and then you go for lunch 1 hour, and how can the country develop? 1, 2. Time here, when you go to work, there's punching in and punching out. Where we come from, you can stay at home for a week. Still more, you're gonna still get the same standard pay, regardless of any excuse you can give to your employers. Your employer, they won't deduct anything else, but they'll give it to you. But here, guys, the moment you don't punch in, there's no paycheck. You may still have a job, but you don't have nothing in your pocket. Oh my goodness. I love this country. I'm telling you, no wonder it's developed. Then the other thing, guys, and this is the truth. Here you're going to see that a little child, maybe he's about 17 or 18, he's literally independent. He may have his own apartment, having his own job, paying his own bills, making sure that he does what he's supposed to do. But where I come from, oh my goodness, one can still be 40 years old. He goes to his parents and said, I need the 10 kwacha, I need the $10. For God's sake, when are you going to when are you going to go back and help your parents? No matter what the age, where we come from, people are still dependent to their parents. But parents, it's about time we change the mindset. I'm sure there's so much. Of course, there will be the excuses that, no, there's nothing they can do, there's no jobs. But it's unacceptable. There's so much that your children can do. There are some of them, they're not children, they are adults that are still under your roof. America is not like that. Here, you have to learn to stand on your own. You fail yourself. You don't have any excuse why this did not happen. So it's entirely up to you to make up a decision. Either you're gonna fail or you're gonna make it. That's the beauty about America. But where we come from, guys, it's always, you have always to find someone else to blame. If you didn't make it, you're even going to blame your grandmother that is the one who wished you, when which it has nothing to do with your life. You just decided to fail. Today, I just want to talk to you guys. Let's change the mindset. If there's anything else I can change where I come from is our mindset. The way we look at things. The way we sit down and complain why this is not working. You have a million reasons why you could not make it. Even if some of you have things on your silver plate, still more you're going to fail. And you're going to look for someone else to blame. But I love this nation. That's the reason why. Let me tell you this. This country has 151 states. Meaning I am in the East Coast. Right now I'm in East Coast. It should be 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock in East Coast. If you go to the other side of America, you find that it's 11 o'clock. If you go to California, guys, oh, have you ever seen a country that you are in one country with 3 different time zones? Depending on where you are, the time is not the same. The weather is not the same. Oh my goodness. So if you ask me, what is it that I've learned, or what are the changes, or what are the differences, I'm here, guys, to breaking it down for you guys. Just in case you plan to visit a developed nation like this one, in case you're planning to travel into countries like this, in one country, 3 time zones, 3 different time. Okay, fine, I'm not very far from Chicago right now, but Chicago and us, we are an hour difference. So you can imagine what I'm talking about. And you come from a third world country where it's one time, one sun, everything is the same. Oh my goodness. When it comes to the road net system, you know, when you are on the back home, we find that we are driving on the other side. You know, we are like British. When you come over here, it's a totally different change. You're driving on the left side. Where there's supposed to be a driver, there's a passenger. Where there's supposed to be a passenger, that's where a driver is. That's the differences that you're gonna find when you come over here. Guys, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the weather. The weather itself. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I can tell you, but when it comes to the heat, it's extremely hot. When it comes to cold season, you can leave this bottle of water outside. You leave it for 10-15 minutes. You're going to find that this bottle is broken completely, or it's frozen to the extent that you can't drink. So I'm giving you the comparison of our weather here. And then when it is raining, oh my goodness, it's not just raining, it's pouring. It's coming down to the point where if it finds you on the road, I've seen people dying. There was another hurricane somewhere in Texas that washed away about 100 people. So these are the things, guys, that I can say that these are the differences. But if you look about our time that side, or the weather back home, or the sun that side, it can be hot, yet you can be playing soccer. It can be cold, you're able to go through with all your day-to-day business. So that's a good part of about. And at the same time, guys, this country has got 4 seasons. 4 seasons. I've started in Zambia. When you're in Zambia, the cold season or the rain season starts in November through March. I should think March, end of March, the rain season ends. And then from June to July, that was our cold season. It's winter by that time in Africa. And then from August to November, that's summer. That's how it is where we come from. But when you are over here, 1st of November, winter, that's the official day of winter starts. It will go on until March 23rd, winter ends. And then from March 23rd, April to May, I think that's spring. No, that's spring. From April to May, that's spring. And then after May, it's fall. It's when the leaves are about to fall. And then from there, summer comes in. So summer goes up to from August to October. So you have 4 seasons over here. That's how it is. But to be honest with you, in every season, we have to embrace it. We love it. We enjoyed it. So this is summer. No wonder we are out here. So that's one thing I wanted to tell you, what America has taught me. America has taught me to believe in myself. America have taught me that I can push a mountain. One thing I've learned over here, if you can live over here, you can survive anywhere else on the planet. Because here, you're not gonna run to your parents. And actually, if you live in your parents' house, they'll give you a bill. You're not just gonna sit in the house and waiting for your parents to pay. Believe me, they will give you a bill. If you can't pay, they'll even take you to court because you cannot just sit in the house. But where we come from, you may have your own money. You don't even want to buy anything. You don't want to contribute because your mother or your father is taking care of you. Guys, they're saying charity begins at home. One thing I've learned about how these people are teaching their children is that they start on the young age to teach them the values of work, the values of money. That, you see, it's so interesting because you see, you find that, where we come from, we want to imitate the English. Oh, we are English. Our children are raised up like this. Chinegeo, I have seen these people, how they will go for a construction, taking their own children to stand in a scorching heat so that they can make their own money. And this is one thing I've seen about this country. No wonder, guys, you can go from coast to coast. You're going to see the difference. I've been to New York City. See how developed it is. I've seen Miami. These guys, they are vast. No wonder, guys, this country is developed because their mindset. And where we come from, we have everything. We have everything. And the things that you have, actually don't even pay attention that means a lot. You have so much excuses why you can't do it. You look at the rain, oh no, there's no sun, there's no this. And yet, you have a land. You have a sunshine. You have rivers and lakes. On top of that, you have a demographic of young children that are eager to work. Why don't you start something instead of giving you so many excuses? Yes, we have this tendency of receiving. It doesn't matter, even the government itself, they are used to be hand-given. It's something that is in us. Or the donors will give us this. Oh, my mom will give us this. No, I have a brother who will give me this. It's everything. I have my brother, I have my sister who send it for me overseas. I wish you know what your brothers and sisters are going through. I wish you could see how many few hours your brothers and sisters are sleeping just to earn his own meat. You guys, they have to pay the bills over here. On top of that, they have to support you guys that are over the other end. And on top of that, you don't seem to appreciate. And so many excuses. Today, I just wanted to speak to you guys direct. You may have one of your relatives overseas, or you may not have anyone else overseas. It doesn't matter. The message is the same. Even those that have got their own brothers and sisters, they even become so much lazy. Lazy than before. The only thing they can afford is to find a talk time, just add inside, and then text to them they have worked, giving an assignment to their brothers that are overseas to do what they're supposed to do. And even those that don't have, the excuse is that we are like this. Yes, there's so much power in our tongue. What we speak, guys, matters a lot. So I want you to start speaking life in your own children, in case tomorrow you are not there. Because you see what? These are unforeseeable circumstances. Sometimes your parents that you depend on can pass away, and yet you put all your life in them. So it's about time to change. It's about time to start looking at our own life. Let's stop giving so many excuses why this cannot be done. I'm sure you can stand up tomorrow and go to the rivers and start a small garden. And you can start selling those vegetables because the entire world wants to eat. So you don't have to blame the government. No, the government has not created jobs. And what is it that you do for your country? We are very good on blaming the government itself. And if you check about the population, the population is growing, meaning even the government itself cannot manage. But it will be way much easier if even the people, the locals that are living in that same country, they're able to do something. They're able to go and find small piece of work. No wonder you are saying that we have seen demographic of young children nowadays, all they do is to drink and dance. Are we going to blame them? Yes. Because charity begins at home. What values have you given them before they step out in your house? What is it that they have learned? What kind of work have they learned into your home before they go out? So it's very easy to blame the government. And at the same time, guys, our continent has so many churches. Every corner you see, there's a church. There are more churches than schools. There are so much people that are praying in Africa than any other continent in the world. And yet our continent is one of the poorest. And yet our continent seems not to develop. Because we believe that when we pray, God is going to do it for us. We believe that when we can fast, things will change. We believe that if we can ask the pastor to speak in tongues on our behalf, meaning our life will turn to change. But I have a message for you. You can fast from January to December. You can speak in tongues. You can go and see any other prophet you want to see here on the planet. If you haven't made up your own decision that you're going to have to go and work, your life will never change. It's good to pray. I'm not saying it's not good to pray. It's good to pray. Let's go out there and pray and worship. At the same time, let's come out there and ask God to say, God, speak to me so that I can know what I'm supposed to do. God has given us our 2 hands and our legs. So meaning we can do so much. So I want us to stop this notion that we have, that when we pray, our life will change. Look at China. China is a nation that has got no churches, and yet it's one of the developed nations on the planet. And yet, in comparison to where we come from, when we have every single corner is a church, and yet our values, our morals are not even relating to say we are the people that come from the church. Even the churches itself, it's even worse. Because all we teach is about prosperity. We don't teach people to go out there and work. How do you tell someone else that you have seen a house and yet this person is just sleeping in the house? Does that add up? It doesn't add up. So even our church, the message has to change. Let's stop teaching our people about prosperity. Let's start teaching people about real life. You just want to tell people what they want to hear. Oh, I've seen this. We live in the world of prophets, guys. We live in the world of prophets. The prophet has said this. The prophet has seen this. So the truth of the matter, it will take you yourself to change the mindset. It will take the very you to make up a decision to say, I want to. God has created you with everything. You're a winner. And yet you play a victim. You play as a victim. Why are you playing as a victim? Because God has given you everything. A pastor said this. You spend most of your time at the church, and yet you spend a few hours at work and you expect your life to change. Africa is about time. Africa, it's about time. The way we look at things. If we look at things differently, Africa will be the food basket of the world. Because we have almost everything. We have land, we have sunlight, we have even the population of Africa. You're coming from a country that has got billions of people. You have minerals, you have oil, anything else. Even in my cell phone, the minerals that I've found in my cell phone, it's coming from Congo. But let's see Congo the way it looks like, guys. It's shameful. So yes, much as we blame about our governments, it's important to start looking. Let's turn the mirror on ourselves. What is it that we do when we are in this same land called Africa? Because Africa, guys, is the future. And guys, this is just the beginning about the talk about Africa. You can see I was giving you the comparison about this nation. And then I wanted to talk more about where I come from. But the story about Africa has just started. Because Africa is a sleeping giant that needs to wake up now and take position in this planet. Africa can be the planet that you can, Africa can be a planet where so many people will be trooping over there. One question that I always question myself about the continent is that why do we have so many Chinese trooping to the continent? Why do we have British, the Americans, they are all over there? And yet you guys, you are running away from the continent. I have seen, oh, what a tragedy that is happening on the Mediterranean Sea, where we have so many youth are dying. They are dying because some of them, they are looking for green pasture. But I wanted to tell you that wherever you are running to, it's not as easy as you think. Actually, you can even make it when you're home. If you choose, or if you make a decision, or you plan today that you want to make it up. In Africa, there's so much you can do, guys. You can join business. Today you can be a starter. You can start an electronic business. You can go farming tomorrow. You can go to real estate. You can go mining. Or you can choose to be just at home and give so many excuses. Guys, thank you so very much, because this is the movement that we have. The movement is making sure that we change our mindset about our continent. Our people, it's about time to wake up and take position. I love you guys. We'll see you next time. Adios, amigos.